Welcome. This is a blessing for everybody tonight, and I'm so glad you joined me. My name is Karin, and I wanted to present a blessing for everyone tonight on bounty. And the way that I have this planned is that we're going to do a little meditation before so that we can get to a place where we're ready to receive a blessing. And then I'm going to walk you through asking for the blessing for 5 different blessings tonight that have to do with our bounty. So we're going to be asking for bountiful health tonight, bountiful wealth, bountiful love, bountiful freedom, and then a blessing on our bounty itself. I'm really excited to do this. And part of learning how to receive a blessing is in learning how to set the energy for a blessing. So we're going to start tonight by learning how to set the energy of the room for the blessing. And we're going to do a little grounding so that we are prepared to receive the blessing. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. We'll go ahead and get started. And the way that we're going to be doing this blessing is more in a meditation space. So if you'd like to go ahead and close your eyes right now, and we're going to settle down the body and settle down the brain so that we can be in communication with divinity for our blessing. Go ahead and with your eyes closed, start taking a few deep breaths in. And exhale. Breathe in again. And exhale. Just start to take a moment and listen to your breathing. We really want to start quieting the noise down from the day and the week. Have your feet planted flat on the ground, hips distance apart. And the place that you want to bring your focus of attention to is right behind your eyes in the center of your head. And now you can imagine gathering back your energy, collecting it up from the day, and bring your energy as close as you can to you around your body. Those of you that know how to find your aura edge, go ahead and bring the edge of your aura in about 2 to 3 feet from your body. And we're going to use an energy tool for this blessing tonight, and it's called a grounding cord. And it is a very simple line of energy that you're going to visualize from the base of your spine, anchoring you and the base of your spine all the way to the center of the planet. So if you want to go ahead and visualize a line of energy or a tube underneath you, start at the base of your spine and draw that image all the way through the floor that your chair is sitting on, way down into the dirt, way past the volcanic energy, down into the center of the planet, and visualize a way to anchor that grounding cord in so that you're actually being held tightly to the center of the planet. Good. Now that cord is for you to not only stay grounded and your spiritual body grounded inside your physical body, but it also is a means for you to release energy. So for our meditation tonight, if you want to visualize a waterfall on that line of energy, or a tube that's open that you can be releasing energy into, those are good images to use for a grounding cord. We're going to be releasing some foreign energy out of our bodies tonight, and that grounding cord is the energy tool you can use for that. Gravity works right with you to release, or actually gravity is pulling what you're releasing, so it goes right into the center of the planet. So take a moment and let's start by saying hello to any stress that might have found its way into our auras or our bodies during the day and the week. And with your eyes still closed, you can say hello to where your body might be holding stress and release it into your grounding cord now. So let's start at the top of the head. And if you feel any tension or tightness up on top of your head, you're going to let that release. Let it gravity pull it down south right into your grounding cord, and let the center of the planet take it in. And let go of any stress or tension that you feel in your eyes, your forehead, or any tightness in your face. Let all that tightness and foreign energy release. Let the stress and tension come out of your torso, your upper back, neck, release tension from your chest. And we carry a lot of energy in our third chakras, which is in our solar plexus. So if you feel energy or tension in your stomach area, go ahead and release that down your grounding cord too. I see a lot of you holding tension from work and kind of stress-related things in your backs, like right down your spine. So you might take a moment and say hello to your spine, and if you feel any tension or tightness in that, let that also release down your grounding cord. And you may be holding tension in your abdomen or your pelvis. So say hello to those parts of your body and release any excess energy you have there. And start releasing the stress and the tension in your legs, starting at the top, the thighs, down to the calves, the knees, ankles, and release all the stress and tension from your feet and every one of your toes. Good. I set the energy for this blessing tonight at gold. So, in your own space, why don't you go ahead and start to say hello to an imaginary gold room that you're sitting in right now, and start to feel the energy of the room that you're sitting in with gold suns. Good. Let's release a little bit more energy before we start the blessing. I'd like you to take a look around your space, and there are a couple of energies I see that are really lit up because of the holidays. One of them is the energy of obligation. Now, obligation really originates from the heart chakra, so you might feel energy in your chest light up when I say obligation, especially with the holidays and gift giving and family and friends and loved ones being around us. That energy of obligation can sometimes get in the way of our ability to have our own space. So I want you to just kind of zero in if you're holding obligation anywhere in your body. Take a moment, let yourself off the hook. You don't have to be obligated to anyone for the next few moments. This is your time and this is your blessing. So you can say hello to anybody you feel obligated to right now and release them down your grounding cord. And that includes parents, children, friends, loved ones, bosses, co-workers, co-students. Let all that obligation from your heart chakra release. And then another energy I'm going to have you release that's similar to obligation, but it's not the same, they're different, is responsibility. Check around your space for where you might hold responsibility. You might check in your teeth, if you grind your teeth, or the back of your neck. If you're a spirit in a male body, you'll have a tendency to hold responsibility in your third chakra, your solar plexus. And you might find responsibility on your backside as well. So wherever a tension or a tightness starts to, or you experience that happening, that's a good indication that that's a place where you're holding that responsibility energy, and you can let that release. And you might notice that your body is starting to settle down as it's allowed to release the energy of the day. And another energy I'm going to have you release is the energy of judgment. Who's ever judging you, or whoever you're judging, go ahead and let that space have a breather, and go ahead and release any judgment that you experience in your spiritual space. Let that go to the center of the planet. All right. Well, good job. You've already reset your energy, because when I look at all of you, you're all in a much brighter space already, even before the blessing. And let's go ahead and bring a gold sun in. Create a great big gold sun above your head and start to whistle back your energy from wherever you've left it this week. You can call it back even from grocery stores, gas stations, errands, friends' homes, your place of work, where you shop, where you buy gas. where you've driven on the road, all of those places have your energy, so you can call your energy back from those spaces and direct them into a great big gold sun above your head. And when that sun is big and full and ready to come in, bring it right in through the top of your head and let it fill up every cell of your body. And create another gold sun. And this time I'm going to have you call your energy back from the holiday and the new year. So if you have a lot of your attention out in future time trying to figure out meals, presents, sleeping arrangements for family coming, go ahead, start to pull your energy out of all of those events and pictures and bring your attention right back into this gold sun above your head. We're going to get all of that energy back into present time where you can actually do something with it. That would be create with it, and bring all of that beautiful creative energy back into your body. Fill up your whole body, and you can let the excess gold go into your aura and run down your grounding cord. Good job. Well, our blessing actually only takes a few minutes, and I just wanted to comment on a few things. You can keep your eyes closed. Those of you that are running energy, just keep running energy. A blessing, you can ask for a blessing whenever you want, and you don't have to be in any particular state to receive a blessing. However, you can, I would say you could probably feel a blessing better if you've calmed your body down and you've been meditating, or you're just in a quieter state. The energy of a blessing is very subtle. It's usually very, very brief and subtle. And sometimes you'll get an answer. You might hear something be said to you. You might get information. You might see something or recognize a picture or be shown something from your past that needs to be released. Sometimes you might just feel a wave of gold come over you. So there are a lot of different ways to experience a blessing. And the way I want to set this up for you tonight is that you're asking for the blessing. So this is a little different than me giving the blessing, which I do sometimes. I'm a minister and I do like to give blessings, but I really wanted to teach you how simple it is to create a space for yourself so that you can ask for the blessing yourself. So with your eyes closed still, I want you to focus again right at the behind your eyes in the center of your head. And you might start by just giving Supreme Being, Divinity, a hello. You can say it, or you could create a gold rose out in front of you as a symbol and speak a hello to Supreme Being and send that rose off to Supreme Being. And then you can wait and see if you get a rose back at the edge of your aura. All right. The first blessing that you're going to ask Supreme Being for is on bountiful health. And all you really have to do is just ask for that blessing. Supreme Being, may I have bountiful health and a blessing on it, please? And then wait a few moments to experience the blessing and see if you get any message or communication outside of just the immediate gold wave. All right, so go ahead and ask Supreme Being now for a blessing on bountiful health. All right, I will tell you a little bit about what I observed while you were all getting your bountiful health blessing. A lot of energy of past diseases and illnesses were coming out into the room. So I was grounding the room. And also, a lot of anger was released about getting angry at your body for not, when it is in a state of unwellness, getting angry at it for being sick or not being able to perform to the levels that you would like it to. So I got to watch all of you release a lot of what I would call demands on your body, and then be able to receive the blessing of gold in the cells in exchange for the release of that energy. So that was really cool. Now, some of you might have heard some communication, some of you might have seen communication, or some of you might have just felt communication. We're going to go on to the next blessing, and this one is going to be for wealth. So if you take a few minutes now and ask Supreme Being if you could have a blessing on bountiful wealth and money. Well, what I observed as during this blessing was where everybody was releasing a lot of invalidation about their information about wealth. And so the healing that you all got was really beautiful because it cleaned out a lot of doubt that you might have about your own ability to manifest wealth. And it replaced it with like this wave of gold energy. So everybody got a really good healing on that. There was a lot of foreign energy released in that particular blessing. All right, we're going to go on to number 3. This time you're going to ask Supreme Being for a blessing on bountiful love in your life. Go ahead and do that now. Good job. That particular blessing released a lot of disappointment for everyone. So that's a good thing to clean out the disappointment from your love space. And that disappointment was replaced with the actual vibration of love. So that was a really beautiful healing to watch. All right, we have two more. Our next blessing that we're going to ask for is one of bountiful freedom. Go ahead and ask Supreme Being for your bountiful freedom. Some of you might notice that this particular blessing might have had a different feel for you. And because what I was watching as you were getting the blessing is that for everybody, there were a lot of past lives of being slaves or being held in captivity, things like that. So you actually might have felt a little discomfort as some of those energies and pictures were released in the blessing. But I got to watch this wave of gold come over everybody. I did notice that, like I said, you might have noticed that the feel of that blessing was a little bit different than some of the others, just because that was a really charged topic to get a blessing on your freedom. I thought that would be a great idea, though, for the holidays and the new year, was to reinstate your true state of freedom. All right, you've all been doing such a good job. We're on to our last blessing, and this is the actual blessing on bounty itself. And I just want you to take your time after you've asked Supreme Being for your blessing on bounty and listen for any communication, look for any pictures or colors that might give you information, and just enjoy your bounty blessing now. Go ahead and create a gold sun above your head and start to collect up any of your bounty information that might be outside of your body and start to call it back into this gold sun. And when that sun is full, go ahead and bring the sun right in through the top of your head. Fill up all the cells of your body. Let your aura have all of that gold energy and let the excess run down your grounding cord. And I'd like to let you know that the names that you submitted I've been working with tonight in this bounty blessing. And I'd like to extend a blessing to all of you myself, and that's that you have a blessed holiday with your family and a wonderful new year. And as a last blessing, what we're going to do is ask Supreme Being to bless 2020 for us. Go ahead and take a moment and ask for that blessing. And go ahead and create another gold sun above your head and call back more of your energy. And bring that sun right into your body and fill your whole self up. All right. Good job. You can go ahead and open your eyes and come on out of trance. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for this blessing. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to take a minute just to let you know what I'm planning for the new year, in case it might interest you. I'm going to be doing a basic healing class for those of you that are interested about your healing abilities. And I'm very excited about that. That will be starting in January in the new year, and I'll be sending out information on that. I have a body of light special this month still. It's 30 minutes of cleaning off the layer of an energy layer that rests right against your skin, and then another energy layer that's right at the edge of your aura. And what I'm doing is cleaning those layers so that your light can radiate out and divine light can radiate in. So that special is happening this month. And in the new year, I've got a couple of things planned. I'm going to be doing more meditations. I think I'm going to be doing at least one free meditation a month. And I'm also going to be starting a business meditation group. So for those of you that are entrepreneurs or have your own business or would like to do something with the business that you work for and just get some more information about it, that's going to be starting up in the new year too. So I'm very excited about that. And Christy and I have plans to set up a membership site for the new year. It's not going to happen right at the new year, but that's our plans for 2020, is to start a membership site that will include meditations, classes, and all kinds of other goodies, discounts, things like that. So that's what I have planned for 2020. And I hope you all have a fabulous holiday so that you can take time to plan your 2020. And I will say goodnight right now, but I'll stay on the line if any of you have any questions for me before I sign off. So once again, thank you so much for joining me for tonight's blessing. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year. I've got my eyes on you.